With ADHD, there is a process that we each go through, and it's different for everyone. Of course, it's going to depend on when we discovered that we had this. Maybe you've been living with it your entire life. Maybe you were diagnosed as a child, but I wasn't. And as you know, I created this channel because I found out when I was 70 years old. So, and I had to go through the decision of making this, am I going to take medication? And I decided to do that. And if you, I've talked about it, I had an instant result, which really kind of shocked me. And then I started realizing the difference, because you know the difference. You know when you're on your meds, you know when they've worn off because you start acting differently. And that maybe more people who have had this for a while wouldn't understand this. So let me explain. So when the meds were off, what happens is you're noticing your behavior that you did not see before. You couldn't have seen that because you were just being yourself. But now the differences become very, very apparent. And so I went through this period of questioning because I thought, well, maybe I can just do this because I understand, neuroscience and brain chemistry. I thought maybe I can just do it for a while and then I'll just be able to get off of them and wean myself off and everything will be great. And then I thought, I'm not there. I know enough that it hasn't been enough time for me to have done that. And so when I recognized that I couldn't really be at this point, I'm not saying it may change later, but at this juncture, I couldn't be without my meds because I know now the difference that they make in my work and everything I'm doing when I'm on my meds. So being off of it now became a little uncomfortable. And it became uncomfortable, I recognized, because of the judgment that's out there in the world about taking medication. We don't need that, people would say, or we should be able to do it naturally or heal everything. That's not always the case, and we're all very different. And I know, because I'm a life purpose coach. I'm an intuitive life purpose coach. So I know that each person is doing something different. They're on an individual journey here, their life journey, their soul journey, and so they're going to handle it differently. And then I also know that this particular condition, I did a video a long time ago talking about this, that it's a spiritual thing. It's about evolving. If we have it, then we're supposed to do something with it to cause others to evolve, including ourselves. And sometimes that means experimenting and figuring out what works and using medications if that's what it is. But there is no right or wrong way. It's just we've got to figure out what is right for us. And that's what I had to come to. Now, because I am this life purpose coach, and I'm always telling my clients, I want you to honor your path. I want you to honor the steps that you're taking, honor everything that you're doing. And then I forgot about that a little bit. Not really. I just like to talk about these things. I like to have these experiences and these awarenesses so I can come here and give it to you guys. I know someone will relate to this, and the more information that we have, the more help that we can give one another, the more safety we each feel within ourselves. That's what we're going for. Because we felt really out of place and weird and different our entire lives. And if you didn't know, and this is another aspect of it, those who discover, like I did, that you have this later, there's another period that you might move through, and that is one of anger, because why didn't somebody tell me this before? You have to process through that one. And then regret, because you can kind of look back and see all of the things that you didn't do, didn't understand, screwed up, didn't get right, and you think, if I had known this, I could have done it differently. So all different kinds of emotions. However, when you know that you've kind of mastered that part of it, then you're going to help somebody else. That's what we're all doing. You're going to help somebody else by showing how you operate, showing how you stepped up to your life and owned every aspect of who you are. Because that's what we're all meant to do. That's what I do with all of my clients. And even when I'm coaching someone with ADHD, it is exactly the same thing. Let's honor who you are. I was so proud the other day because a client made a decision, and he's having a really horrible time. He's in another country and he's having a really difficult time getting treatment, just getting seen and getting treatment. But just the awareness that he knows now, because he's been misdiagnosed for years and years and years, but now having this awareness and making actions and going after finding the correct help has already made a big difference in his life. Just the acknowledgement, acceptance, and then deciding to move through it is what we all are up to doing now. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that little aspect because I noticed that wanting to be off the meds was really there quickly for me, but also understanding that sometimes we may need to stay there for a while. Who knows? But when you know that they're helping, wait until you know you have everything in place, your life in place, and you have an new operating system going, and then that might be a good time that you can start to think about it. Anyway, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a coach, so I hope that helps you guys. I'll see you soon. Also, if you first time here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with others. I want to just get as many people talking about this in my way, because it's different, because I have came at this differently, as you know.